One is from the Great Gourmet. You know, if you love the Great Gourmet, this is a great place to stock up on some of your favorite flavor profiles because we're bringing you every kind of cake that you already know and love. We're going to give you 3 of the crab cakes, 3 of the lobster cakes, and 3 of the shrimp cakes. But if you've never tried Great Gourmet, this is also a great place to start because not only are you getting the variety, but you're also getting it at a crazy good price, $79.30. 4 payments of $19.83. Kim Grayson is back in the show with us. How are you, my friend?
It is so good to see you again.
She is the gourmet genius when it comes to entertaining and really doing it at its finest. So I really appreciate whenever you're here with us, Kim.
I really appreciate you saying that. And that's why I love the Great Gourmet, because it is like having a gourmet right in your freezer at the ready with these gorgeous seafood cakes. Here in my hand, I have the lobster cake. As you can see, Alberti, this is pouring out lobster.
That's lobster.
Right? And look, I'm doing this with my hands, not that you would ever do this at home, but it really is the best way for me to show you everything that is inside this seafood cake.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. So this offer, as you mentioned, is a combination, but I start here with the lobster because it's just such a beautiful premium seafood.
Well, it's so decadent.
Right,
yeah.
So decadent, but could be an everyday decadence. But why don't we go down the line?
Oh, yes, please.
Right, and start to talk about what we
Show
have.
me everything.
Okay, so we're going to start here. This is our shrimp cake. Same as what we did with the lobster. I'm going to break in here and show you. Look at all of this plump, succulent shrimp.
You can see how big these pieces of shrimp are in here.
And they are throughout this seafood cake. We'll move on down and we're going to show you, this was our lobster cake, and you can see it wasn't just the one I opened. Every one you're going to be seeing all these delicious chunky pieces of lobster. And then we'll come on down to where really the Great Gourmet started it all here at QVC, which is our crab cakes. Premium lump crab meat, claw crab meat, all throughout this crab cake extraordinaire, like only the Great Gourmet can do.
You know, one of the reasons why our QVC customers have loved Great Gourmet for so many years here at QVC, the crab cakes, the lobster cakes, the shrimp cakes, is because many of you say, I read it on the forums all the time and I read it in the reviews, you say, there's so much of the crab.
Yes.
There's so little of the breading. The breading is only there to hold it together. It's not there to fill up the cake.
Exactly.
Here, you're getting 4 ounces of everything that you're choosing here, right? Because you're going to get the crab, the shrimp, and the lobster. And what's really nice is that, you know, sometimes people want a crab cake, somebody else might want a shrimp cake in the family.
And you know, you have differences of taste, right? And even for somebody who loves all of them, I know in my house, my husband goes for all of it. But some nights he may want lobster a little bit more, or some nights he might want shrimp a little bit more, or crab, or maybe he even wants to do a combination plate. We love doing surf and turf and putting one of these together with a meat, but how about doing a combo of your seafood and mixing together some lobster with some crab or with some shrimp? So we think this is just the perfect way to try all the delicate and delicious flavors of the Great Gourmet and to have them in your freezer.
So here's the thing. These are not only decadent. You know, you go to the restaurant, you see the crab cake on the menu, you're paying $15, $20 per crab cake.
So
These
expensive.
are $8.80 each is what it breaks down to. And you can make them so easily. This is just from frozen.
Yes.
And in your oven for how long?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So you go to a 350-degree oven, 30 minutes, and you have seafood cake perfection that beats out what you get in so many restaurants because they are handcrafted.
Is there a little bit of Old Bay in here?
I love that you're mentioning you can't fully place what it is, right? So you're saying, is it? You're not sure. And that's because this is a proprietary blend of seasonings that Kim Scott from the Great Gourmet put together to enhance the seafood. She's not doing anything that's saying, oh my God, I immediately taste that it's Old Bay. I immediately taste something spicy.
It's
this delicate blend that's just giving that enhanced seasoning profile to each one of the different seafood flavors.
It's loaded with crab meat.
Loaded.
Loaded with your lobster, loaded with shrimp. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not loaded in price point, right? $8.80 per crab cake. Our one-day only price. This is the lowest price that you're going to see this at for the entire summer. Right? So if you're thinking about barbecues, get-togethers, holidays, everybody coming over, this is the lowest price for the entire summer that you're going to see this offer at. And you're going to get 9 of the 4-ounce size crab cakes. You're going to get 3 of the crab cakes, 3 of the lobster, 3 of the shrimp for just 4 payments of $19.83. Now, here's the thing. We don't have a lot to go around. If you want to pick this up on auto delivery, lock this in on our delivery. We'll send this to you every 4 months for a full year.
It's a great idea, right? Then you've got this seafood that you can't always get fresh seafood at the ready. And quite frankly, you can't always get these types of opportunities to mix together the 3 different seafoods.
I've never seen the 3 different ones together.
This is the first time we've brought together the 3 in a 9-count offering that gives you that perfect opportunity to try all, and now with auto delivery, have them all the time. So I'm loving this, right? I've always loved any one of them individually, right? And I am a fan of the seafoods, all the different varieties of the lobster, the shrimp, and the crab. But to have the combination of all 3, this is perfection.
No need to plan ahead. Everybody loves them. What's really nice is maybe you picked up the Rastelli's medallions.
Yes.
You get a couple of the medallions on a plate, one of these on a plate. You got an amazing meal.
I love that.
400 already spoken for.
Thank you, everybody.
And I don't have many more than that to go around. So pick it up right now, lock it in on auto delivery, and we'll make sure that you can get this every 4 months. But we got some tasters. If Rachel was here, Rachel would say hungry mongries.
I love it.
I'm going to walk on over here with my friends. Oh, hello.
Oh, are you bringing the wine?
Yeah, exactly. How
There's
yummy
trouble.
are these?
Would you look at that piece
Lot
of
of trouble.
lobster right off the top? And then it's partners right there. I mean, it's just absolutely loaded with lobster.
So you got lobster. What did you
I
get,
have
Donna?
shrimp,
You have
and
the
you
shrimp?
look right in here, and there's like 2 big old shrimp on the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, loaded with shrimp.
And Mr. Wheeler.
Mr. has the crab, but I'm not crabby when I eat these crab cakes. They're delicious. Do you believe
Some
they
things
put
never
me-
change. We can always count on
That's a
Dan.
good joke.
Some really corny jokes.
Thank you. And the corniest joke.
They're big enough to share, huh? Mimi?
They
Yeah.
are. I
Oh, I'm
want
gonna
to
try-
try.
can I try
Yes,
some of
we
your
were
lobster?
talking
Look at that big
We wanted
shrimp
to
I
try-
just pulled out.
Oh, look at that. Look at that piece of lobster.
Yeah.
I hit
That
the
is-
jackpot.
That is
did.
beautiful.
So now you owe her an equal portion of crab from
Okay.
yours.
There you go.
To Kimberly's
so good.
point, the seasoning enhances the seafood.
Yes.
You can taste the
Yes.
crab. You
It's
can
not
taste
covering the seafood, it's
not.
enhancing it.
Right.
It's
exactly.
not.
It's wonderful.
Because there's nothing worse than when you don't know that you know,
Right.
you're eating the seafood and just
you can't tell
Thank
it's lobsters
you.
over
Yeah.
here.
And,
It's
yeah.
like,
Keep
this
bringing
is
this
good
kind
shrimp.
of things. We're going to have to
It's
get more
delicious.
bar
You
stools.
got it.
I was forced to
Exactly. The
stand
whole
up.
studio's lining up
I
for
love
crab
that
cakes.
everyone's enjoying. And I love that we can come up with all these different recipe preparations that work equally well because the flavor is really all about the seafood with just that perfect hint of seasonings. So can we go through some of these
Yes,
amazing
please. Show me
options?
over here. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have a way to mix a corn and a beans. Oh, wait, actually we're zooming in down here. Why don't we start? Oh, here we go. Corn and bean salad. How great. Nice, healthful, thoughtful option with those delicious crab cakes on top.
You know what's so funny? You put 2 here. One of these could be my
Oh my
total
gosh,
meal.
couldn't it though?
Yeah,
Look,
totally
we're just
could.
giving you that over-the-top presentation, but for me, one is plentiful. We're also showing this great way to do that surf and turf combination that you mentioned, right? So take one of your lobster cakes, one of your medallions from Rastelli's, and pair it with some veg. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
But we're-
800 ordered now. If you want this, please pick it up right now. Auto delivery popular, one-time only, one-time shipment popular.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
great. And this is what a great way to present for guests and company when they come over. Put together a beautiful
choose.
platter. And they choose, right? So you have something for everyone and you have just a gorgeous way to show off something that you spent about 30 minutes baking off in the oven.
Remember, these are not the crab cakes that even like you get at the grocery
No.
store. This is
Oh, gosh,
not the
no.
kind you get at the grocery store.
No.
And I have to tell you, I always tell the story. Sandra Bennett, 2 years ago, invited me over her house for a holiday party.
Mm-hmm.
She pulled these out of her freezer. I'm there, right? Like
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
her. She goes, help me pull some of these out, right? So we just
Fantastic.
take them out of the packaging, put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the oven. They came out 30 minutes later. Everybody
magic.
had fresh crab cakes,
I love
and then
it.
you could put like your salad or your pasta salad or your mac and cheese, and it was the best holiday entertaining I'd ever
Oh my gosh.
experienced. And I was like, Sandra, I can't even believe, like, this is great kudos to
Yeah.
you. I kept telling her, like, what a great job her party was.
And you know, that's what I think a great entertainer does, right? They don't only slave over everything they make.
No.
They think about how to make their guests feel great when they come to their
Yeah,
house.
and we got to hang out with each other and party, and it was like such a good time.
I'm so
But
glad.
everybody complimented these cakes. Now, today is the day to pick them up because today you're getting all 3 flavor profiles, and that's very unusual. We don't
Yes.
do that a lot for you. 9 cakes total, 3 of them crab cake, 3 of them lobster. Look at the lobster.
Crazy, right? And this
These
is
are huge
each and
pieces.
every one I pick up. This is something that when you get your 9-count assortment home and you take out your 3 lobster, look at what you're going to be seeing. When
Oh,
you
yeah.
take out your 3 of your shrimp, look at what you are going to be seeing.
Now, will they be labeled? Like, how will I know that they're shrimp or lobster or?
Okay. So can I just let you know? Is there any mistaking what's inside?
Yeah, you know what? You can't. You're right. You're so right. You can't mistake it.
Because the seafood in here is so loud and proud. It is so obviously a shrimp cake because you can see the gorgeous
see it.
pieces of shrimp throughout. The cooking instructions are simple, but I'll give you one other little tip. Some people like to have them nice and crispy on the top, and some like them a little bit softer, right? Maybe you want a little softer or a little crispier when you're putting on a bun, a sandwich. If you put a little bit of something creamy on the top before you bake it off,
Like a mayonnaise or something?
mayonnaise, a tartar, anything with a cream base, it's going to soften up your cake just a little bit.
Auto delivery, super popular. Remember, you're getting them every 4 months for a full year. If you lock it in today on auto delivery, you'll also get this price, $79.30 gets all 9 home. That breaks down to $8.80 each. And then remember, that Easy Pay, less than $20. Kim,
So great.
love you.
Love
Thank
you.
you. She's the best. Mwah. Okay,
Thanks, everyone.
so we've got more in the show, including the return of something delicious. These are delicious.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Donuts.